Right, what's up everybody? Integration here. Today's video I thought kind of, I don't know really, I had a topic and I forgot what it was. And then another one's come into mind that I've been meaning to do for a while, which is clutchless shifting. I suppose it's a good little thing to know how to do every now and again. I don't really use it, to be quite honest. Just because the gearbox on this bike isn't the best thing in the world, and I don't want to disturb it or ruin it anymore, if possible. So, yes, that is what I will be showing you today. I mean, obviously, because when I first crashed, I mean, I've got a little bit more. Yeah, I can actually do that now. Beforehand, I couldn't do that. That would really hurt if I tried to do something like that with my thumb. So obviously, if you pull your thumb, obviously to pull in the lever, it was putting strain on my whole thumb, which yeah, I really couldn't do. It was causing me a lot of pain. I mean, you may have noticed. I don't know actually if I've uploaded any videos. Yeah, I have. After the crash, you'll see. It's quite nice. You'll see I'm indicating kind of with my fingers and trying not to use my thumb as much as possible, because obviously it hurts. For the first few, I'd say maybe the first few days or something like that of riding after the crash, I mostly was trying to shift clutchlessly, as I'm saying, because then I could just leave this hand kind of wherever and not kind of disturb it. Now yeah, I mean, a lot of people say, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone say they do. I think you're really not supposed to shift clutchlessly from first to second just simply because of neutral. So I don't do that. And they are the most prone gears on my bike as well, so obviously I avoid that even more so. See if I can still do a knee down. It's been a while since I've been out here, especially since crashing as well. I mean, I haven't been out here for months because, as I've said before, me and a few friends all went down, all kind of within a short space of time of each other. And the friend I usually come down here with has come out pretty bad from his crash and his bikes. Pretty mangled. So just wait for these cars to go. So yeah, he hasn't been coming up here with me. We'll give it a go now, shall we? You know, it does feel strange. I'm leaning off the bike a lot more than usual just to kind of get it down. I'll ignore the fact as well that that car came, or truck or whatever, van, whatever it was, came ridiculously close to me. Fucking idiot. I think I'm in third. I'm probably in third. I usually go around there in third. Let's have a look. Nope. Yeah, I was in third. Right, so clutchless shifting. You want to get yourself in a higher rev range, I find easier. You don't obviously want to clutchless shift at around about 5,000-6,000. Obviously the purposes that I use clutchless shifting for is if I'm trying to go and do things a little bit quicker. I mean, personally I think that I can shift with the clutch pretty much as close as without it. So, but I mean, obviously what you want to do is this very quick motion. You want to click the bloody hell. You want to release the throttle, make sure your foot is ready underneath the shifter lever, kind of like that. Put a little bit of pressure on it, just so that you can feel it, and then you just twist the throttle off, click the lever up. It really is that. It's that simple. Just that motion. Obviously, throttle off, click up, throttle back on, very quickly. As I'm saying, obviously I try and do it at the higher RPMs just simply because obviously that is when you're supposed to change gear, so obviously it allows the gear change to be smoother without the clutch, because obviously you don't want to be shifting at the wrong times, which will damage your gearbox. I think your clutch plates, if I'm right. I might be wrong there, so don't hold me to that one. But yeah, you want to be obviously shifting at the right times, which is obviously why when I clutchless shift, I usually only do it if I'm trying to race or just have a bit of fun. Obviously because then I'm changing gear really quickly, straight up obviously to 6th, and then I just carry on. I'm going to just stop here just so I can turn myself around. I think I confused this lorry. Yeah, he knows that. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. So yeah, really as simple as that. Just yeah, click the throttle off, flick up, throttle back on again. Really, I mean it is simple as saying it's like shifting, but you just don't pull the clutch in and let it go. If you get it right, obviously it's going to be smooth. So we'll do it again here. Nothing there, right. So obviously we're in first now. So I'll clutch up to 2nd. Right, and now we'll go all clutchless. So you see there, throttle off at about 10k, 10.5k is usually when I shift if I'm going to race anyway. You just see very smooth, there's no jerking or there's no different. I mean obviously I'll shift, there's nothing, I mean the only thing that's making a bike jerk is just me where I'm a little bit rough, kind of shaking the bike, but other than that there's no like jerking or anything like that where, well I don't know, maybe if you hadn't have released the clutch or changed gear at the correct time you would get. There's none of that because obviously I'm shifting I suppose almost perfectly, so yeah, so it's fine in other words. I mean it's very simple to do. Apologies that I can't have obviously various camera views showing you all the different motions all at the same time. I've only got one camera, which is posing as a bit of a problem for me at the moment, because I've had a lot of requests about my camera and microphone setup, and I am trying my best to get round to it. I haven't got anything else to record with, because obviously if I'm going to show you the camera and microphone setup, I need to be able to show you the GoPro in front, so I need to be able to record the actual GoPro. I could, I suppose, use a mirror, but that's just a little bit redneck. I want to be able to just show you properly. I could use my phone, but it doesn't record at the right resolution, so I'd have to stretch it out to make it the right size, which I have done in one of my old videos, and it just looked crap, so I'd like to avoid that. I'm just really trying to see if anybody I know locally has got a GoPro or anything, sort of maybe a drift or anything that I could just use. Yeah, just to get the footage really. It's a shame because I actually sold my old GoPro. It was just called the Hero. It's like the new edition, but like or the old edition, sorry, but remade slightly. So it was just like an entry level GoPro. And it only had this internal mic, it didn't support external mics. The GoPro dead. Is it dead? No, it's not dead. What a twat. I just thought the GoPro died, then I heard a bleep look down, because obviously I haven't got mirrors, looked down the reflection of speed, and I couldn't see the lights, so I thought the GoPro died. It hasn't died. Yeah, that GoPro, it only has its own internal mic, it doesn't support external mics, but I think it recorded at 1080 at 30. Yeah, 1080 at 30, it's still pretty decent. Unfortunately, yeah, I sold that because I didn't think I'd ever need it, and then after that I realised that I really could have done with a rear-facing camera, just to pick up some of the things that I've dropped before, like my pillion seat on my phone. I dropped my 5S off my bike. That would have helped him finding it. I never found it. And obviously in this case, trying to record this GoPro. But, you know, shit happens. I might even get a Hero 4 at some point. But I mean, clutchless shifting is very simple. Come much I'm hanging off this bike, man. This is ridiculous. It's hard as well because my levers they just slide a little bit, so they just take me off the seat. It's like I was saying as well before, guys, the newer model of this bike, the slightly bigger tyres, it doesn't make a massive difference, but it does seem to go over a lot easier and a lot simpler. I fucking hate delivery services, they just drive like pricks. I'll see if I can get the footage edited into this video, where one actually overtakes a scooter in probably the most dangerous way I've ever seen anyone overtake in my entire life. Just because obviously the scooter's not going fast enough, but at the end of the day he's probably doing 30, that road's about a 30 anyway. It's just an impatient wanker. That's all it boils down to. So yeah, as I said, clutchless shifting, very simple. You probably didn't see any of my foot movement there. It is extremely simple, guys. Obviously I don't recommend doing it straight away after getting on your bike. Give yourself a bit of time, get comfortable with your bike, and how and when you need and want to change gears, get used to how it performs and all stuff like that. Then try and do stuff like this. It's not, as I'm saying, it's not difficult, it's not an advanced skill or anything like that, but if you're just getting accustomed to your bike, I can't even get my visor to click down for me. This is what happens when you're riding with one hand. There we go. Yeah, a lot of wind noises coming in there. Yeah, just get comfortable with your bike, don't try anything ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm saying it's not too difficult, but I wouldn't recommend trying it until you are really accustomed to your bike. I say really, not really, but you get my you get my meaning. And I mean, yeah, that's it for this video, guys. So everyone just ride safe, wear your gear. Too many people are going down lately. It's starting to depress me hearing about it. Yeah, ride safe, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.